every single day. Chai latte. 3 times a day. Chai latte. 4 times a day. Chai latte. We got resources. Listen, at the end of the day, you got to understand. Dudes like Ron Will and the Red Pill coaches, they want you to get in shape for somebody else's validation. This is how you continue to stay a slave. I repeat, this is mental slavery. You're in bondage to other people saying, okay, I see you. Listen, at the end of the day, when you get muscles, bruh, people gonna ask you for advice. Okay, that's cool. But besides that, bruh, people don't care about your muscles, bruh. They just gonna say, yeah, I gotta start getting in the gym like you. It sound good, but they not gonna get in the gym. At the end of the day, you got to understand. These muscles are symbolic. I repeat, these muscles are symbolic for consistency. Muscles show the world that you are consistent and disciplined. I repeat, it shows the world that you are consistent and disciplined. A lot of people like, oh, why you want to get the Rolls Royce? Why do you want to get the Lambo? Because the Lamborghini is symbolic for consistency and discipline. You're only getting a Lambo if you have consistency and discipline. You're only getting a Rolls Royce if you're the big boss. That's what it symbolizes. People think the Rolls Royce and the Lambo and the Corvette C8 represents, oh, you're flashy. That does not represent your flashy. Stop looking up to these rappers. Whatever rappers do with the Lambos is what rappers do. Whatever entertainers do with the Lambos, that's what entertainers do. The Lambo doesn't say only for entertainers, only for rappers. It's symbolic for consistency, symbolic for discipline. The same thing that muscles are symbolic for, consistency and discipline. At the end of the day, they want you to think that attraction is on the outside. No, attraction is on the inside. Attraction starts from the inside. The hard work is the heart work. I repeat, the hard work is the heart work. At the end of the day, it's symbolic. It shows you got heart. I repeat, it's symbolic and it shows that you got heart to have consistency and discipline in a world full of people with zero consistency and zero discipline. At the end of the day, why would I want to fit in and have a dad bod like 99% of other guys? They'll never stand out. How can they lead if they never stand out? These guys cannot lead an army. They're not war ready. It's crazy how the FBA dudes are all not in shape. They look like the same white man that they're dissing. They all have dad bods. They'll never stand out. Nobody is going to follow their lead because they don't stand out. At the end of the day, you got to understand. Get the muscles for self. Get the muscles to prove to yourself every time you look in the mirror. We're consistent. We're disciplined. This does not come from going to the gym once a week. This does not come from going to the gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week. No, this comes from going consistently over and over and over. Week after week after week after week after week after week after week. Month after month after month after month after month. Year after year after year after year. It was a dude yesterday that told me, man, how shredded are you trying to get? How much muscle are you trying to get? I told him I straight up don't know. I just want to stay as disciplined as possible. It's a discipline thing for me. It's not like a validation thing to me. I'm over validation because the first baddie that says I don't like a dude with muscles, and if I care about validation, I'm going to stop working out. This is why I don't like the body game. The body game gurus, they want you to get in shape for validation. Oh, how's your dating life been after you got in shape? It's still trash. Especially if you're this color, she's still gonna call you a boy. Boy, train me. Boy, help me how to squat. Boy, help me go to the gym. Man, listen, stop. Stop playing this game. The muscles is for you. The muscles are on your body. The bis and the tris are connected to your bones, are connected to your tendons, are your muscles, are connected to your skin. That all starts from the inside. The hard work is the heart work. At the end of the day, you got to understand, the muscles is not for validation. If you think the muscles are for validation, you'll never have muscles long term. I'm going to have muscles at 70. I'm going to have muscles at 80. I'm going to still be in shape at 90. I'm not going to be walking around like... No, I'm going to still be... I'm going to be doing... Listen, I'm going to be doing muscle ups at 110 years old. Probably 210 pounds. At the end of the day, you got to understand. They're going to be like, how did you do this? Because I don't care about validation. I have to prove it to myself. You prove it to yourself. You owe yourself. You don't owe strangers. Dudes feel like, oh, all these girls been passing me up. I got to get in shape to prove that I'm attractive. No, can you prove that you're attractive to yourself? When you look in the mirror, do you say, dang, I look good? I like the way my arms look. Are you embarrassed about your arms? A lot of dudes, they're overweight. They go to the pool, can't even take their shirt off. Imagine going to the pool and you can't even take your shirt off. You got to get in the pool with a t-shirt on because you have man boobs and you're embarrassed. And you're focused on attraction? Oh, girls keep on passing me up. Let them keep passing you up. Even when you get the muscles and you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, let them pass you up. It doesn't matter. The muscles represent and are symbolic for discipline and consistency. I don't have to open my mouth and let people know that I'm disciplined and consistent. They see it. This is all they need to see. This is all the world needs to see. The reason, you know for a fact, I'll drop 7 to 14 videos a day, 7 to 10 videos a day on one channel alone, not even including Snapchat and all the other channels, is because look at my muscles. It shows that I have the ability to be consistent and disciplined. No matter how hard it gets, I'm still curling. No matter how hard the bench press get, I'm still benching. I don't bench with a spotter. I'm benching 1 rep maxes with no spotter. They like, oh, no, I'm consistent and disciplined. I'm disciplined enough to get that up, get that bar up. I don't need to be around another person yelling in the background like, let's go, let's go. No, I'm the general on the front line. This is the mindset you need to have. Are you the general on the front line? Listen, we are all generals in it together. We are all generals on the front line. This is spiritual warfare, mental warfare. The gym getting muscles is all mental warfare. You're going to go to the gym consistent for 2 weeks, you ain't going to see no progress. Yeah, if you never worked out before, you're going to go for 2 weeks in a row, you ain't going to see nothing. You're going to see the same thing you seen as soon as you started. You going to give up? You're going to let that mental warfare defeat you? You're going to get defeated on the mental front lines? Listen, I told myself I ain't going to die on the front lines. I repeat, I told myself in mental warfare and spiritual warfare, I'm not dying on the front line. I don't care how many explosions go off. I don't care how many people around me walking around defeated. They got hit with a landmine. They straight look like they got hit with a landmine. They straight look like they got straight held captive and got the rag on them with all the water on them. That's what they straight walk around looking like. That's not me. I'm not going out like that. That's what type of attitude you gotta have in life. This is mental warfare. They all gonna tell you, oh, we don't like guys with muscles. Mental warfare. Oh, you need to go only 2 times. Oh, you're overtraining. You're overtraining. That's why people don't look good, because they're worried about overtraining. Mental warfare. That's all the agents telling you what to do. Science telling you, oh, that's not gonna build muscle consistently long term. Mental warfare. They trying to stop you on the front lines. They throwing grenades. They dropping B2 bombs on you. They trying to stop you on the front line. At the end of the day, in this mental warfare and this spiritual warfare, nobody's going to stop me. You got to be unstoppable. Listen, when I wake up in the morning, 200 push-ups. Yeah, when I wake up in the morning, 200 push-ups, plus working out 3 times a day. Stop playing. I'll never get tired. I will never get tired. You got to understand. This is mental warfare, spiritual warfare, sometimes physical warfare. When you go to the weight room, it's also physical. It's physical warfare. Listen, you see the veins? At the end of the day, you got to understand. Stressing, it would decrease your testosterone. Mental warfare. You in a relationship, and they don't even respect men in America. They hate men. And you in a relationship, you think she loves you, they hate men. At the end of the day, mental warfare. That's going to cause your testosterone to go down. Listen, it's all mental warfare. Listen, but at the same time, I'm not a victim, and you shouldn't be a victim. At the end of the day, we're going to come out victorious. It don't matter what you came from. It don't matter how you grew up. Are you going to come out on top? I repeat, are you going to come out on top, or are you going to give up like your parents did? Are you going to give up like your cousins did? Are you going to give up like your brothers did? Are you going to give up like your sisters did? Or are you going to overcome? Because God said you are more than a conqueror. So if you're more than a conqueror, what does that tell you? That means you could go from skinny as this to look at you could go from fat as this freaking background and come out looking like At the end of the day, you are more than a conqueror. Listen, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. The war is won in a general's tent. Listen, the war is won before the war even started. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.